Welcome. I'm Peter Pye, president of CORBON. Over the years, we get a lot of phone calls and requests over the internet and on our website and calls at our factory saying, hey, what exactly is the difference between your four product lines? As you all know, CORBON and Glaser make four different product lines. We have our Glaser Safety Slug, our conventional jacketed hollow points, our POW'RBall ammunition, and our DPX. With me today is Mike Shovel, National Sales Manager for CORBON Glaser. And Mike would like to tell you a little bit about the differences in our four product lines, starting from the less penetrative loads to the most penetrative loads. Mike, can you explain that to our viewers?
Sure. The Glaser Safety Slug was actually invented in 1974 for the Air Marshals program. They were looking for something that wouldn't penetrate a body and go through a fuselage of a plane. So what they come up with was a bullet jacket with a compressed load of shot in it, capped off with a polymer ball, and then they crimp it in there. And what it does, it feeds real well because it's got a round nose profile, and the performance of it actually is designed to penetrate, depending on the caliber, it'll penetrate between 5 and 10 inches in soft tissue. And generally the results are this: you'll get jacket shards and a couple of pellets, stray pellets, but it's compressed load of very fine shot. And each of those components is, we're looking for performance that may be tearing a blood vessel or hitting a major organ and causing some commotion in the body to make it shut down.
In our ballistic gelatins, that shots, like you can see them on YouTube or on our website, as the round enters the body cavity after going through 2 layers of denim or 4 layers of denim, they actually the jacket ruptures and all the shot comes out.
Shot gets dispersed throughout an area, whatever the temporary stretch cavity would be. That could be 3 inches for a small caliber, it could be 5, 6, 7 inches for a larger caliber. And all that tissue is now damaged. And what we're looking for is a very fast stop for a person to stop doing what they're doing.
So then Glaser is our least penetrative round. Moving up then, Mike, up the ladder in as far as depth of penetration and wounding would be our conventional hollow point.
Right, our traditional jacketed hollow point is just that. It's a bullet jacket with a lead core. It's formed into a good hollow point that's going to virtually guarantee expansion. What we're looking for with this is super high velocity and the maximum tissue damage. And the penetration on this is going to be anywhere from 7 inches for a sub caliber to 14 or 15 inches for a large caliber. And what we're looking for actually in dynamics of a duty type load would be 12 to 18 inches of penetration. So we're right in the ballpark with that one. And it's designed, once again, for maximum tissue damage in the first 7, 8, 9 inches of the tissue. And then after that, it penetrates and tears the remaining tissue and destroys it, causing lots of bleeding.
You know, our jacketed hollow point, what we like to call our conventional hollow points, were actually the original line of CORBON back in 1982. This is the line that basically put us on the map. Our high velocity hollow points, they wouldn't get plugged up with clothing. And the key to having a hollow point not plugging up with clothing would be actually to have a very high velocity. The conventional hollow points are a great thing. Unfortunately, in order to get these hollow points to expand very well and expand dramatically, they've got to have a large hollow point. And some guns just plain won't feed these wide mouth hollow points. 1911s, of course, being one. They were designed in 1911 for full metal jacketed bullets or round nose bullets, and they just couldn't. It would take a lot of gunsmithing, let's say, to get them to feed 100% with a wide mouth hollow point. And that is why we came out with the POW'RBall. Mike, and you can go in and tell everybody the dynamics of the POW'RBall, you know, what makes it work. But the original reason that we came out with the POW'RBall was an issue for good feeding.
To alleviate feed problems with certain pistols, right. Now the POW'RBall is a conventional jacketed hollow point bullet with a polymer ball crimped in the end of it. So it gives it the feed profile of hardball, which is going to make it feed well in any auto pistol out there, but it gives it the performance of a good hollow point. It's a lightweight projectile for each caliber, going at an extremely high speed. which gives it the pretty much a guarantee that it's going to expand. Now, what we didn't understand about putting the ball in the jacket, the hollow point, was how it was going to change your performance in tissue. What it does is it slows the expansion down just a shade, and instead of going in and fragmenting or rapidly expanding, it slows down the expansion, makes it a more controlled expansion round, which gives you excellent expansion, you can see by the recovered diameter of the bullet, along with deeper penetration than our jacket, the hollow point. So you're getting pretty much, we're getting into the best of both worlds here.
See, a lot of people, I guess, think, Mike, that the ball is actually to enhance expansion, and that's kind of a misconception. The ball is actually to delay expansion.
Right, and makes it controlled expansion.
And actually, it's actually getting into the gelatin blocker into tissue about 2 inches deeper before it actually starts to open up.
Right.
And I think we got on high-speed film, going through gelatin, we actually show that the ball actually compresses into the back of the hollow point and then actually bounces out of the way, exposing the big hollow point cavity, and that's what actually starts to get the bullet to expand. So the ball actually doesn't help expansion, but actually helps delay expansion.
Right. Then from there we went on, and the big complaint about our company was that, you know, our ammunition didn't get enough penetration. They were concerned that some of our loads only got 9, 10, 11 inches of penetration, and the FBI's protocol calls for between 12 and 18 inches of penetration in soft tissue. So what we decided was we were going to come up with a new round for a new defensive load that is the DPX load. Uses a solid copper hollow point, and what we realized after we started experimenting with this was this literally gives you the best of both worlds. You get rapid, violent expansion, high velocity, along with the deep penetration. So you get the deep expansion of the heavyweight bullet with the rapid expansion of a lightweight bullet. You've got the lighter weight projectile gives you faster recovery time between shots because the recoil is not so severe. This really is the ultimate defensive load. It gives you everything you could possibly want. It gives you expansion, reliable expansion, consistent expansion, deep penetration, less recoil, faster follow-up shots, and excellent terminal performance.
And they're lead-free.
And they're lead-free, that's exactly right.
The DPX actually stands for Deep Penetrating Expanding Bullet. So it's a solid copper bullet that expands, yet penetrates deep. As you can see from this recovered bullet, you can actually see this bullet was actually fired through 4 layers of denim following the FBI protocol, and the bullets will expand, and you can see the denim in there and still penetrate, as the petals actually fold back and allows for deeper penetration.
The other concept about DPX we didn't understand until we got into experimenting with it was how it performed on heavy barriers. Automobile windshields, automobile steel. The DPX penetrates all the hard barriers way better than any copper-lead combination. Copper is a hard material, it stays together, and the lead is a soft material. When you shoot lead through a windshield or a car door, the steel and the glass will shred some of the weight off, and you end up with a less than ideal bullet weight. With the DPX loads we found is that you get 100% weight retention along with excellent penetration and expansion even after going through a heavy barrier.
In closing, I just want to go over again, Glaser Safety Slug, the least penetrative. Going up the ladder then is our conventional jacketed hollow point. Our Pow'RBall gives you a little bit more penetration than the hollow point. And then our deep penetrating expanding bullet, which is going to give you the most penetration. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm Peter Pye, President of CORBON, Mike Shovel, National Sales Manager.